Hello, class, and welcome to our review of 139 to 145 in Writing Logically, Thinking Critically. I thought would be best to just show you the pictures of my annotated textbook, and you can see I've written acronyms for each of the fallacies next to each one, and my annotated version of the Camille Paglia essay as well. So after the video, if you want to kind of go back and check out these pages, you'll see they're published in the module. So our first fallacy, 6A. It could go badly or it could go well, depending on whether it goes badly or well. Now, in addition to only offering two possible choices when others may exist, false dilemma, FD, it's also begging the question, right? When you beg the question, you offer your conclusion as the reason for the conclusion, right? Rather than giving a reason, you just restate the conclusion because you either don't have a reason or you don't want to share that reason, right? Remember our examples. Go to your room. A parent may say to a child, why? Because I said so, right? Go to your room because I said to go to your room. And when people say, it's not you, it's me during the breakup, I'm breaking up with you because I'm breaking up with you. So number two, personal attack, when they call them lifestyle police. What's next? Red meat, leather, coffee. If 50 million smokers can lose their rights, anyone can. Well, false analogies, right? Appeal to fear and also a slippery slope, right? They're comparing smokers' rights with the right to eat meat, the right to wear leather, the right to drink coffee. It's four fallacious appeals all wrapped up into one. And that's the thing. A lot of times there's overlap. 3, America, love it or leave it. It's a false dilemma. Whenever you see blank or blank in this exercise, chances are it's a false dilemma. 4, you can't expect insight and credibility from the recent book, The Feminist Challenge, because its author, David Boucher, is obviously a man. Well, not only double standard, right? Why couldn't you get insight and credibility from a man in that book? And personal attack, attacking the person's character rather than their argument. 5, politicians can't be trusted because they lack integrity. They can't be trusted because if you lack integrity, you can't be trusted. Begging the question. It's also somewhat of a hasty generalization, kind of stereotyping politicians. 6, okay, so an archbishop is making a comment about contraception and abortion being made readily available to teenagers. So the topic at hand is premarital sex. Okay, sorry, you're an archbishop. What do you know about premarital sex? Hopefully nothing if you're a faithful member of the clergy. That because teenage drug use is a given, we should make drugs more easily available. Again, it's a false analogy. He's claiming false authority. What does he know about drugs and premarital sex? And 7, how long must we allow our courts to go on coddling criminals? That's a loaded question and an appeal to fear. A loaded question is when you ask a question with an idea embedded in it that is debatable, and you kind of sneak it in there so that people kind of are forced to agree with you. So first you would have to prove that we're coddling criminals before we can debate how long this behavior should continue. 8, I'm firm, you're stubborn, he's pig-headed. It's actually a triple standard, right? But a double standard, right? Firm and stubborn. Firm is a positive, stubborn is negative, and obviously pig-headed is kind of a personal attack. That's why I wrote PA with a question mark. You'll notice that during class over the years, some students have made some suggestions and I kind of jotted them in. Again, you can see how, a personal attack with a question mark. Yeah, if you call someone pig-headed, it is definitely a double standard or triple standard for that matter. Everyone's acting the same, yet it's described in 3 different ways. And they all have different connotations. Anyone who truly cares, you don't have to read anymore. Right? We know that's poisoning the well, because unlike a false dilemma, which gives you 2 and only 2 choices, right? Poisoning the well is when you give, right, only one choice, right? So immediately If you don't vote Republican, you don't care about preserving the American way of life. Oh, sorry. I kind of wanted to scroll down, but and let's kind of get a little closer in here. Okay. Actually, we're going to have to come out so we can see the whole thing. Let's slide now. Okay, so why is it okay for people to choose the best house, the best schools, the best surgeon, the best car, but not try to have the best baby possible? False analogy, right? And snob appeal, right? The comparison doesn't necessarily work. Socrates, my friend, I'm a man, and like other men, a creature of flesh and blood, and not of wood or stone, as Homer says. I have a family, yes, and sons. O Athenians, 3 in number, one almost a man, and 2 others who are still young, and yet I will not bring any of them hither in order to petition you for an acquittal. So he's basically saying, I could appeal to pity, but I'm not going to do it. But in saying that he's not going to do it, he's appealing to pity, right? So we have ATP there for appeal to pity. Let me see if I can move this bar. There we go. So now we can see the bottom ones. Mark Hughes, right? If they're such experts, then why are they fat? About a weight control situation. Obviously, right? That's personal attack. False dilemmas. Black Panthers, were they criminals or freedom fighters? Why is there only 2 possible choices? Why can't there be another? False dilemma. 14, slippery slope. We're soon going to have strip searches and tortures in school. I don't think so. 15, false cause. Superstition reminds me of Macbeth, right? I walked under the ladder, so I had bad luck, right? Again, just because something happens before something does not necessarily mean that it causes it. And Macbeth takes the witches' premonitions, their predictions, as facts because they're right on the first 2. He says, oh, well, they must be right on the third one. Thane of Glamis, Thane of Quarter, King hereafter. 16, sometimes the best is not for everyone, right? That's snob appeal, right, as well. And it could fit as a false analogy indeed. On to the next page. Let's see here. Move this over here. It looks like I'm going to have to stop this video and come back to number 17 onward while I figure out this technical issue. So thank you for listening. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back.